These are my notes for this YouTube video. I'm taking notes for this YouTube video. Why am I taking notes for this YouTube video? I wing all my videos. Why? Because I care. Because I care. My name is Zane. And at 22 years old, I got a commission check of $62,000 and it changed my life. But why am I not still a realtor? You might be wondering. Why am I here on this whiteboard? Why am I a therapist? Why am I a coach? What happened? Why did I pivot? Did it not work? Is the market bad? Probably wondering all of that. I'm going to answer in this video because the title is going to be why success, don't fall for the success trap, something like that. Because we all get in that success trap. You might be someone who, if I ask you, yo, what is your goal? Like, what are you striving towards? You might have an answer already locked and loaded. I want the car. I want the promotion. I want to get that job. I want to make X amount of money. I'm going to ask you why. Your response is going to be very similar to what you grew up hearing. Bro, I got to pay the bills. I got to take care of my family. I want to have a good life. I want to have, this is how my parents raised me, you know? And that's great. Hold on to that because that is one of your strongest testaments to being a good civilian. Because at the end of the day, we all want to pay our taxes, be good civilians, stay out of trouble. But what is the cost of being this kind of good civilian? What is the cost of being a typical South Asian man? You know the trope. I'm sure you know the trope, bro. South Asian men, in marriage and many other relationships are known to not be emotionally available. Their children are, have some distance with the fathers and stuff like that. And it's something we all saw. And we all crazy part is we always tell ourselves we're not going to be like that. But if I ask you what actions have you taken to completely divert that away from what you were exposed to, you have no answers. Did you go to therapy? Did you talk to someone? Did you change the way you behave? Did you access emotions that you didn't know? Did you learn how to label emotions? Did you learn how to did you learn how to keep your habits in check? Did you learn how to stay disciplined? Did you learn how to love yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you really? Because if you do, then you should know you're enough no matter what. You don't have to get the job. You don't have to get the promotion. You don't got to do anything. You don't even got to be jacked. You got to love yourself. And when I was making six figures in real estate, I didn't love myself at all. I hated who I was. I hated what I was. Not hate what I was doing, but I didn't like what I was doing. I didn't like that I was just chasing after the next check, chasing after the next deal. Oh, and why, you might ask, is just so I could announce it to people. Like, yo, I did a deal. Oh, you know that condo down there? Yeah, I sold that. Oh, you know that detached bungalow? Yeah, I sold that. Ha. Empty on the inside, man. It says pain point now on the script. It says pain point. Highlight the pain point. The pain point is you being here watching this video, man. The pain point is you being here knowing there's a gap. You got a plan. You have the plan. You are striving towards something. You know what you got to do. You just still feel like maybe there's something missing. Why? Because, brother, you don't have soul. Yeah, the thing that scientists actually figured out is a part of the human existence is the soul. And that's my to-do list, ignore it. The soul. What are you doing for your soul, bro? You are chasing these accomplishments. You're trying to be there for everybody. You keep your mouth shut so you don't start arguments like they talked about in your family. You don't want to end up the villain. You're doing everything right on paper. So why do you still feel empty on the inside? Why are you still here looking at this bearded sunglass therapist on YouTube? Why are you still here knowing there's something wrong? Problem is, brother, you have never learned to live for yourself. You know that trope of people going across the country, just moving out. I'm just going to do my thing. I got to leave everybody. You know how you sometimes get the feeling of wanting to go to a cottage and escaping everybody in a faraway cottage? A little cabin in the woods? That's so that you can spend time with yourself. And you can do that in your day-to-day life, by the way. Oh, shocker. Yeah, you can. You can do that in your day-to-day life. You can take time for self-care without feeling guilty. You can take time to put yourself first without feeling guilty. You can take time to understand your emotions without feeling guilty or being feminine or whatever it is that you grew up thinking was, a powerful man is somebody who can confidently walk up to someone and say, because you said this thing to me, because you said that, I feel very overwhelmed in the moment and it brought up feelings of insecurity and vulnerability. I'd like to exit this conversation. You say that in a relationship or anywhere, you are powerful. You've taken back control. But what kind of men, and I see this all the time, bro, what kind of men are like, oh, well, screw you, I don't want to talk to you, just leave. But you didn't leave the person that you're in a conflict with anything tangible. So why would they respect you? And most of all, you have all of these feelings inside in conflicts and you never say them. So how are you going to respect yourself? Truth is you don't. That's why you're here. Building self-respect comes to my framework. What I offer is discipline, mind, body, spirit. Mind, we learn to tackle your emotions in a healthy way. This is not therapy. We learn to tackle your emotions in a healthy way. We learn to regulate our bodies. We learn to regulate our nervous system. Body, well, we train. We work out. We go on walks. We go on runs. We swim. We do hobbies. We do activities that stimulate our body. And then we have spirit and soul. And no, this is not some religious stuff, bro. This is the real human entity soul. This is the real, this is the thing that keeps us human. This is the thing that keeps us like grounded. This is that oomph factor. This is what makes us different than a chipmunk. We have the oomph. We can speak. We can communicate. We're eloquent. We're eloquent creatures. God says we are the best of creatures. So how are you taking care of your soul? Well, we'll find out, man. Because everyone's different. Your idea of filling your soul cup might be going on a drive, might be going out on nature, or it might be blocking off the world and reading a book. But you've never taken the time to understand that. Why? Because you were chasing the next accomplishment, thinking it's going to make you feel fulfilled, and it won't, because what you're chasing is a feeling, not a fact. How? You don't believe me? Okay. Where are you right now in life? You're clear. Where you are in life now, you were before wishing to be here. So are you fulfilled? Hold on. You were a high school student wishing to finish your undergrad or your degree or your graduate program. Probably finished it, or maybe you didn't. Whatever. You finished the graduate program, and now do you feel fulfilled? Do you feel like, oh yeah, finally? No, you don't. And this cycle will never end. I'm sorry. It'll never end. You'll be 60 thinking about retiring. You'll be 80 thinking about what you're going to do for your grandchildren. Do you really want to live a life like that? Chasing the next thing? You're in a rat race, man. That's no way to live. So what you got to do is go on a soul search. And I'm here to hold your hand through it. I'm here because I didn't have anybody. And I have to do it all by myself. What's next? Right. I have to do it all by myself, man. I almost lost my life during a surgery. And I almost gave up on everything at one point. I almost gave up on everything. And I had to scratch and claw my way out of that dark place all by myself. And that's what gave me the passion to be a healthcare provider, to be a clinician, to help people, to be there for themselves, particularly South Asian men. Because I needed that. And that's my ego talking when I say, oh, I want to help. Yeah, I want to try. I don't know if I can help. So that's why I pivoted away from real estate, got into this, became a therapist, finished my graduate program, got married at 21 years of age, in a happy marriage, all praise to God. Now I'm here trying to help you and trying to make you the best version of yourself. And I'm selfish about it. I'll tell you why. I'm selfish. Because I hope that if I instill goodness in you, you can pass that goodness on in the world. And maybe that's my way of leaving a legacy. So if any of this made sense, maybe I'm just yapping. If any of this made sense, follow my Instagram, follow my TikTok, stay in my little creator economy so you're getting bombarded by my goodness all the time. And I'll see you on the next one.